people aren't doing this is people need to understand why they want this tool or service, and what's going to be the result of using that tool or service is probably the most important thing you decide before you decide which tool or service, right? It's not like buying a car where all cars will get you from A to B and you need to see if it fits in the budget. That's not how you choose the best sales enablement tools, in my opinion. You need to understand why that tool is important to you as an org and how it's going to affect you and impact you within the org. And then you can decide which tools you should be evaluating. Yeah, I think that, that's all about usage, right? Like, if you aren't generating a report or the tool isn't generating a report to tell you how often the tool's being used and who's using it and who's not using it, you're hurting yourself. So that's step one, making sure it's actually being used. And most of these tools should have self-reporting, as I see them these days. If that doesn't exist, that's going to be a problem. The other thing you also have to do is ask your sales team, what are you using? What are you not using? Why aren't you using it? What don't you like about it? What do you wish it did? You need to engage with your sales team. So I think the second most important thing, aside from why you're going to use this tool and how you're going to use this tool, is also incorporating the sales team into this conversation. If you're going to look at sales law versus outreach, well, everybody's got a 15-day free trial. You might as well let 2 reps A/B test the thing for you and get their feedback. One, because I also think that'll increase adoption. That it also gives them some level of ownership and responsibility beyond their regular day-to-day, which they all like. But it will increase adoption because the sales team will at least be able to say, well, we had a voice. I've got a post coming out that I call the 5 C's. God, I hope I can remember them all at the moment. But it's courage, confidence, consistency, coachability, and what is the 5th one? Compassion, right? So knowing those things, right? Coaching, confidence, courage, compassion, and consistency. If you can find those 5 skills within a person, I think you're going to find the right person. And in this post, it's going to talk about if I'm a candidate, here's the kinds of questions I should ask my potential boss, and if I'm the boss, here's the question I should ask my candidate. I think those things will help you find if you've got the right person. Yeah, I think so. I think that that's the part that's going to matter. There's going to need to be a level of consistency. That's the part of consistency for this process that these tools are bringing around. Like, can they be consistent? But that compassion is going to go back to the conversation. Are they able to have a compassionate conversation? Not an empathetic conversation. Empathy and compassion are 2 very, very different things. I want someone to be compassionate about their prospect, not necessarily empathetic to their plight. Not to say that doesn't matter, but I think compassion is a better defined word.